Hey guys, Rich Pasini here. Today I want to talk about how I add different backdrops to my YouTube videos. Okay, before I get started, as we all know, well, for those who do follow me, I use a white screen. I don't use a green screen or a blue screen. I prefer white. Why? Because I don't need any additional lighting. The only lighting I got is back there with two windows, and that's what gives all the illumination to this white, nice white background. Now, the only thing I will say is I do use the software to brighten it up a little more. As you can see, I'm using a Logitech Brio over here, and every time I get closer, it kind of like brightens it up. But being I'm sitting so far away, a little distance away from the webcam, it kind of like goes in and out. So what I need to do in order to make this work, I use a software program right over here. It's called, when you can see my mouse cursor is moving, it's called Oxsoft Webcam Companion. And what this software does is it lets you do all the finalization on there, the brightness, the contrast, and so on and so forth. It also has a tool bar up here that allows you to change different cameras. I have different webcams here, so right now I'm using the one that's facing towards me. All right, what I want to do is I need to brighten this up a little because you can see right over where my mouse cursor is, there's the shadows. Those are where the windows are. That's because right now it's going on 3:30 p.m. over here on the East Coast of New York, and the sun is starting to get dropped down a little, so I have to compensate it. And the way I compensate is I'll click on this here, this little webcam tool, move this to the side, and you can see it says brightness, contrast, and saturation. I don't deal with the saturation. I basically deal with the brightness. So in order to make this work, because and I'm going to explain something to you, if you have shadows like this in here, like let's say it's not bright enough like that there, and you have that, what happens is because it's not bright, it will bleed through the backdrop. So it needs to be like perfect white. Okay, you got to have that perfect brightness and illumination. So what I'm going to do is over here I'm going to brighten it up a little like that. And some people say, well, if you take too much bright, you make it too bright, then then you start losing your full color, whatever you want to call it there. But that doesn't matter right now. For all intents and purposes, I just want to show you guys how I set up to use to make my backdrops, my videos. So once I'm happy with that there, I'm not going to play with the contrast. I'm just going to leave it like this for argument's sake. Okay, you don't have to. If you don't have this software, don't worry about it. You could just get a white backdrop like I said here, and you want to put lights behind it. All I have back there is two windows that give some illumination, and as you can see, the way I brighten it up is through the software itself. Okay, that kind of like compensates the brightness in here. Okay, so now with that there, I found this program, actually not program, I went to a YouTube channel that has free backdrops that you can use for YouTubers, and we're going to get there in a second. But let me explain the way I'm going to set this video up here. Right now I am using two video editing software programs. One is the Wondershare Filmora 11, and the other one is the Cyberlink Power Director 20. Okay, and I'm going to show you. We're going to go to that right now. I don't want to go to this. I don't want to go to this just yet. We're going to get to that in a second. This is the software I use right now. This is the intro, what I did here. The software I'm using right now to record the whole two videos together, to keep them all working together, is like I said, the Wondershare 11. Okay, now what I want to do is, if you ever want to find out what version you're using, what you would do again on the Wondershare, you would go to Help, and you scroll down to the About Me page. As you can see here, it'll say version 11. That's how you know what version you're working with. Okay, just for yourself. It's just throwing it out there. All right, and the other one I'm going to be working with is this one over here. This is Power Director. In order to get the version on this one here, you're going to go to the question mark where it says Help, and you're going to go where it says About Cyberlink Power Director, and you'll see it says Power Director 20 right over here. My mouse cursor is moving. Okay, all right. These are both registered programs, just to let you know. I did pay for both of them. So I don't want you to think they're bootleg and stuff. No, but I did pay for them, so I am licensed to use both of these here. The reason why I have to do it this way, where I'm using two, just to let you know, two software, is because I'm going to have to do a record on this particular one here, okay, on the Cyberlink Power Director. And you can't record at the same time and copy at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't work that way. Not with certain things anyway. Because what I want to do, I need to do it this way. Okay, where I have to use two programs, one to record the whole screen, and the other one where it's going to work, independently, so to speak. All right. So without further ado, let's go to that site. And I want to show you over here in case you guys don't believe me. It's right over here. It's called, right over here, it's no copyright motion graphics. Okay, and as you can see, I'm subscribed to it. I also click the bell over here where I get all the notifications, as you can see here. All right, now let's read a little into this here, because I don't want people to think, you know, this is all smoke and mirrors here. You could download it, okay, in high quality and so on and so forth. It says our videos. Now check this out. It's right here where my mouse cursor is. Our videos can be used by any YouTuber user in their monetized content, which is safe from any copyright infringement. Want to use this video? Please put this in your video description. So if you put this over here, you would include that in there as well. Okay, and then they got some of available licenses, royalty-free license, so on and so forth. But I'm going by the first one right over here, right below where it says the download and all that other stuff. It says it right here. Okay, it's right here. I'll just highlight it right there. There you go. Okay, all right. But they want, like I said, you want to use this video, please put this in your video description. Okay, all right. But anyway, before we get to that point, before we add that in there, I'm just going to show you how I do it right now. I don't do the download feature too much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do it this way here. I'm going to go to this one here. Now this is another, this is the screen recorder for Power Director 20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here where it says custom, and I'm going to go over here like this here, all right, and go like this and like this, whatever. Okay, this is just the basic. I'm just showing you how I add backdrops to my videos. Okay, once I get that there where I want it, I got a position like that. I'll move this guy right over here. You know, it might cut it to my screen, but that's okay. We're going to click record. It's going to do the countdown, and it's going to record. Oh, I'm going to hit this play button here. Sorry about that. Now it'll play. Sorry about that. Let that little minor detail out. Okay, so it depends how long you want to keep it on for. I don't know, a couple minutes. Not a minute, a couple minutes. I mean, like so many seconds, whatever. And then once you feel you had enough of this here, then you can just stop it, of course. Well, we don't want that to go. Let's pause it, and let's go over here to that window. I can't hit the PF9 button because that'll log me out of both of them. Okay, so I have to do it separate. That's what I'm doing. I have to keep it independent like this. Okay, once that's there, okay, you want to exit it. We don't need that anymore. We're going to go back over here to the Wondershare. I mean, Cyberlink. I'm sorry. And we're going to go to this file folder here, and we're going to go to Documents, and we're going to go to Cyberlink. Click that on. If I can get it to go here. I'm sorry, guys. And we're going to go over here where it says Screen Recorder 4.0. Click that on, and we're going to scroll down to the bottom here. And we're going to add this guy. We're going to drop it in the timeline right there. Boom. In there. Okay. Now, what I have to do here is I got to go to the other screen here, this main one right here. Okay. And I have to open up that window again. Let me go hit this button here. I got to open up the other window because I got to show you how I do it. Okay. Normally it's not a two-step process like this. The only reason why it's like this, folks, is because I'm doing a video where I'm recording one video, recording it to another. So I need to do it this way. All right. So now what I got to do is I got to go over here, and I'm going to do the custom screen again, and I'm going to go like this. Okay, this is going to be, oh, here we go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to move this over here. Right there. And we're going to go this way. We don't want all of that. I don't need the border around it. We're just going like this. And I'm not going to talk in it because then it's going to get a reverb. It's going to get like an echo on there when I play the video. So I'm just going to record this, leave it like this. And maybe we'll do it for a few seconds here. And let's get started. Again, I have to do everything independently. I have to hit it this way because the other one is recording in the background. Okay, now that I got that recorded, let's go back here again. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go over here because it always drops in the folder right there. It's already there. Put it over here. And we go boom, like that. Now, when it comes to the adding the backdrops to it. It's pretty cut and dry with either program. The only reason why I don't use the Wondershare one is for some reason it doesn't really, to me, again, this is my thing, okay? It doesn't really work too good with the white background, okay? Wondershare, when they tell you it works with any colors, at least that's the way I feel about it. They usually like the green screen. I have a green screen, but the thing is you need a lot of light, and I don't want to deal with it. If you look behind here, all you will see is 2 windows. That's it. That's the illumination. There's no high intensity light bulbs. There's no skylight above me. That's all coming from 2 windows back there. And again, because I use the software to adjust the brightness on here, okay? That plays a big role. That software does play a big role in it, okay? Or else otherwise, if I didn't make that adjustment with that software, then I would have to have, you know, a lot of lighting over here to illuminate this here. But that's why it works for me. I don't need any additional lighting, okay? And I do have it, but I don't need it. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to drop this over here in the timeline like that. And we're going to drop this one that we just recorded like this here. Okay? And we'll just shorten it up a little. There we go. Keep it all together. Move it like this a little. Expand it. Okay? Not that it matters, but we'll just leave it like that for now. And you always know... Oops, what happened here? Sorry about that. No. Okay, so it's playing over here for some reason. Hold on for a second, guys. Let me get this out of here. Let me just mute this clip here. There we go. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I'm gonna hit this play button. Sorry. Okay. About that. Okay, that's when I was recording it. That's the wrong one we want to do here. Let's mute this one as well. Sorry about that. Okay, when I'm doing demo videos, I got to remember, mute the clip. Okay, so let me do this again. There should be no sound back there. Okay. Now, if you have a situation really quick where it comes out like this, you got a black screen, it's because the pause, you know, you did a pause or you started it a little, you know, delayed. Just move it up a little or let it play. You could do it this way. Let it advance. And then when you get to that point there, here on this one here, on Cyberlink Power Director, you hit this little razor blade here. That cuts it, supposedly, right? And you can just go like this. And what I like about this one here as opposed to the other one, when it gives you a cut part here, let me do this again. When you go cut, it says fill, you know, cut and leave gap, cut and fill gap. We want to cut it, boom, that's it. Now, the way this one works as opposed to the other one, and I will do a video on that there using the Wondershare 11 as well, okay? I will do a video on that as well, okay? But for all intents and purposes, we're going to do this one. What you want to do is you want to go to Tools. You want to highlight you first, okay? Click this on Make It Active. You want to go to Tools. Go to Picture and Designer, right? Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure you're in it, because if not, then you got to reverse the process there, okay? When you click on Chroma Key, take the eyedropper. Make sure it's active. There you go. Boom. Okay. Now, when you got the color range here and you got the noise, okay, if it's, let's say it's a little light over here in certain areas, okay, let's say for some reason the lighting, I didn't adjust the brightness too much in there and there's a little tinge in there, you might see like a little shadowing in there. This is where the color range would come in. And you can move it, you could darken it up. You can see, if you look at my face over here, you'll see there's little imperfections that come about because I'm using it too much. What you want to do is you just want to do it where, you know, it's nicely, the backdrop is nice and colorful and it's solid. You don't want no little blemishes in there, little spots. The denoise, I don't really do anything with the denoise. I mean, you could move it like that if you want. I guess that kind of gives like a little final touch on it, all right? And once you play it, you could play it while it's in this design mode, like this here. Whoops, hold on here. Oh, I think I did something wrong. Let me just go over here for a second. Let me bump out of here. There's a reason why I did that there. Hold on. I want to discard the changes. No, I don't want to do that just yet. Let me see something here. Let's try this again. I don't know what happened here with that there. Let's go back to the tools. Okay. And we'll do this again. All right, let's try this here. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. I think I got it reversed. This is perfect. This is what I was talking about, guys. This is what I want to show you. All right, check this out. All right, let's go here. And that's what I do. I mean, I was telling you, you can reverse the thing gets reversed the operation. This is what I was talking about. Okay, good. I'm glad that happened away. All right, so let's do this here. Let's make sure this is active. Let's go to tools again. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to show you guys. Now, if you've seen, did you see before how it looked over here? Right? That's because the photo, when I was doing it there, I didn't adjust the color range all the way. Okay? But that's what happened with that. That's why that place like this here. Let's click this on, and let's go in here again. All right. Now you notice it's looking good here, right? Okay. What we want to do, just to play it on say so, we want to move this up a little. Even the denoise will keep up like that as well. Let's play it and see what happens here. Okay. Bingo. All right. Now the reason I wanted to show you that. Let me just bump out of here for a second. Not bump out, but I want to here. The reason I wanted to show you that, I'm going to have to, let me just click OK. But let me go back in here again. This is really important. I show this to you guys. Okay? I want you to see this because for yourselves, not only for me, but for yourselves, if this happens, if you do use this program, you might get shading like this here. If you don't like that there. See like this here? See like that shading like that? That will happen. Seriously. That will happen if your screen, your white screen or like green screen or whatever, is not fully illuminated. Okay, in some cases, you're going to get this little blemish here like I was talking about. This is what I was trying to refer to. I'm glad that came up like that because that was one thing I wanted to share with you guys. Don't let it discourage you or get upset or anything. Oh my God, I got to shoot that all over again. No, it's not that there, folks. It's not that at all. What happens is, like I said again, you might have a light spot there. Like I have that happen every now and then, even with the white screen. Okay, it'll look perfectly white, and there might be some kind of shading. Let's say it didn't brighten it up enough. That's what'll happen. You'll get that little shading on there, and all you got to do is go to the color range and just take it right out. Now, if you do too much, if you look around by my face, if you look around the face, you'll see like little lines there, or it's like you get some kind of shadowing. You don't want that to happen. Look at my glasses. Okay, that's another way of knowing you did it too much. You know, you just basically want it where it's going to look good. You don't want it too much. You don't want to intensify the color so much where, you know, it's reflecting on you. Or like in this case, my glasses, look. See that there? I don't want that. That doesn't look good, right? Okay, so what you want to do is you just want to get it where it looks good. Not that much, okay? But anyway, if you see it like that, though, if you see it like that, that's most likely because the area wasn't shaded. It wasn't properly lit. That happens a lot to me when I do. Not a lot. It happened in the past until I started to realize, okay, I got to make the screen brighter, okay? But all you do is you just hit the color range and boom, that goes away. And just remember when you're adjusting it, if a person like me wears glasses doing this here, if you start seeing a reflection of the blue in here, like this particular color is too rich, it's going to reflect in your glasses. You don't want that there. You just want enough just to get the background there, okay? All right, and then once you play it again, everything looks good. Then the animation goes. Okay, and then that's when I had to stop it like that there. All right, now you're probably wondering why I didn't put the voice in there included in that, because for the simple reason is if I mute this, then the other mic, then the one I'm working with will get muted because this microphone is attached to the first program, so to speak. And if I do the other one, I could probably mute the other one, but it won't sync properly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It won't come out right. The only time I could do something like that if I'm doing a live video and it's just with the one video software program I'm using, I can mute it if I'm playing something in the background to show you guys something. Then it comes out good. But the other way, if I do it with the mic on and I'm recording on this is when I'm doing two recordings with two different softwares, you're going to get a feedback. You're going to get that like that echoey sound, and I didn't want to do that. Like I said, for all intents and purposes, I just wanted to show you how we add a backdrop using this software here. Okay, this is, like I said, I'm doing this right now using the Power Director 20. That's how I use it right now. If I did this here with the other software package, the one this year 11, like I said again, I had a problem with it where even though it's brightened up and stuff like that, I can't get it to work. I get like that shadowing like I showed you before in this one here. I was getting a shadow. For some reason, even though it's white like this here, it doesn't work. You know, it doesn't work. I can't get it to work properly. I tried it once before, and I couldn't get it to work, you know. So that's why I do it this way here. With this software here, if you notice, like with different backdrops, just to give you a little heads up on it, whenever you see me doing different backdrops, it's going to be shot on the Cyberlink Power Director 20 video editing software. And when I'm doing stuff like that where it's just a white background, I will shoot it on the Wondershare 11, you know. They're both good programs, okay? Wondershare 11 is great. I mean, that's a great program too. But the thing is, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Wondershare 11, right? No, that's a good program too, folks. I mean, I do like it as well. I do use them in conjunction with one another. But the reason why people might say, why don't you just focus on one instead of, you know, concentrating on the other? You know, why use two different video editing softwares? It's because of videos like this. Sometimes you need two video editing softwares to do things like this here, because you can't record at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have that split feature there. I mean, how would I record it like that? You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't work. So that's why I have to do it this way. There may be a workaround. You know, I guess what I could have done is shot the video just with this here and then incorporate it with the other one. But it's too much of a hassle. You know what I'm saying? I think you guys know what I'm referring to. But anyway, guys, listen. I'm going to close this video out. I hope you got a takeaway from it. I hope it was helpful some way. You know, I hope you got a little takeaway from it. And if you did, please don't forget that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated to when I post that in the videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. Until next time, bye-bye for now.